Okay, so what is going on in the South Bay and Harbor area right now? There has been a massive flurry of activity. We're talking nine-figure deals, new high-tech headquarters popping up, and a boom in local restaurants. The economic energy is just undeniable. So let's break down what's been happening and, maybe more importantly, how you can actually be a part of this story. It really all starts with this question. What on earth does a $123 million real estate deal have to do with where you decide to grab lunch next week? Well, it turns out pretty much everything. They are two sides of the exact same story of growth that's happening right now. And that story really kicks off with a huge benchmark for the LA industrial market. I mean, we're talking about a deal so big, it sends this powerful signal about the confidence investors have in this area. It's a really big deal. $123 million. That's the price tag on a recent sale right in Torrance. And look, this isn't just a number, right? This is a massive injection of capital, and it's a huge vote of confidence in the South Bay's economic future. So who are the players in this major deal? Well, the seller was Blackstone's Link Logistics, a huge name in real estate. The buyer? An entity run by Christina K. Wong, who's the president of the import-export firm Golden Star Trading. They now own this massive industrial complex on Crenshaw, which, by the way, is fully leased to the clothing company Next Level Apparel. So why here? Why so much money? This quote from Josh Zegan, who actually helped finance the deal, says it all. The South Bay is one of the most supply-constrained industrial markets in the entire country. Its location? I mean, it's right next to the ports, it's right next to LAX, it's basically irreplaceable. Demand is super high, and space is incredibly scarce. And that demand isn't just for logistics and shipping stuff. Right next door, we're seeing the innovation economy really putting down roots, especially in a place like El Segundo. Perfect example. The cutting-edge 3D printing company Roboze just opened its new U.S. headquarters for aerospace and defense right in El Segundo. This is a huge deal because it shows that the area is a total magnet for the industries of the future. And Roboze's CEO, Alessio LaRosso, he explains their strategy perfectly. They need to be where the action is, right? He says being in El Segundo puts their advanced manufacturing tech side by side with the biggest aerospace and defense programs in the entire country. And this just brilliantly illustrates the sheer density of innovation we're talking about here. I mean, think about this fact for a second. Half of all vehicles and satellites currently in space were manufactured in El Segundo. It truly is the aerospace capital of the world, and it's just attracting more and more high-tech talent. Okay, so this is where it all circles back to that lunch spot we talked about at the beginning. All this industrial and high-tech money, it creates jobs and it fuels a boom that you can literally see, touch, and taste right at the community level. And the evidence is just everywhere. Look at this flurry of recent openings. You've got Zanku Chicken in Lawndale, Wanderlust Creamery and Prime Pizza over in Torrance, Saigon Oi Cafe in San Pedro, Derange Persian Dining in Manhattan Beach, Go Sando Shop in El Segundo, and First Flight Coffee back in Torrance again. I mean, the list just goes on and on. There's a real energy on the street. So here's the connection. These new businesses are a direct result of the region's booming economy. It's simple. More high-quality jobs mean more people with disposable income, and they're looking for great places to eat, drink, and shop. The big deals are directly fueling the local scene. All of this incredible activity creates a story of growth and opportunity. And that brings us to the most important question for any local business owner, any creator, any professional watching this right now. In the middle of all this noise, how do you tell your story? Well, there's one new resource right in the heart of the harbor area that's designed to do exactly that. Let's take a look at Voxel Micro Video Labs in San Pedro, which is positioning itself as the area's premier content engine. So what is it? Voxel specializes in creating what they call high-velocity vertical video. You know, the kind of content that works best on platforms like TikTok, Reels, and YouTube. The goal is to help local creators and businesses get their message out quickly and professionally. You know, with all the buzz around AI lately, it raises a really interesting question. For a local business that wants to create video, what's the better value right now? Is it a physical studio or is it a high-end AI tool like Sora for generating content? Let's actually compare them. The math here is, well, it's pretty interesting. To generate a cohesive 50-minute narrative with a high-end AI tool, you could be looking at a cost around $1,500. Now compare that to Voxel's starter package for the same amount of recording time. It's $30. And then there's the difference in turnaround time and the final result. You get something instant and authentic versus something synthetic that has long render times. What's really cool is how a physical studio can be designed to work with AI. Voxel Space is built with what they call dry acoustics, which just means you get really clean audio that's perfect for AI transcription later. The professional lighting is set up for features like AI auto framing. The whole idea is to combine the speed of a physical shoot with the efficiency of AI in post-production. And this all brings us to the final, and maybe the most important idea here, the reality advantage. In a world that is just filling up with artificial content, what is the actual value of being real? Ultimately, it really comes down to a trade-off. AI is incredible for creating synthetic media at a huge scale. But a physical studio, that's where you capture authentic human connection. It's for the nuance, the personality, the genuine conversation that, AI just can't replicate yet. And a studio like this isn't just for one type of content. It can be used for everything from corporate videos and commercials to social media content, brand films, even event coverage. They offer a whole suite of services for local businesses. So, Voxel provides the perfect tool for this moment. It offers the space to document the South Bay's incredible growth, to build your brand, and to connect with your audience all in a way that is both affordable and, most importantly, authentic. Which leaves us with a final thought to chew on. As it becomes exponentially more expensive to generate synthetic reality with AI, and, at the same time, more affordable to capture actual reality, are we entering an era where reality itself is becoming the ultimate luxury good? Something to think about.